Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Way with Maps. I'm your host, Maps, a.k.a. Javier, and today I'm joined by two of my good friends, Bethany and Maria. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, guys. I'm Bethany. I am one of Javier's good friends, and I'm so excited to be on the show with you all.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm also one of Javi's friends and Bethany's friend, and I'm so excited.
Dorm and major.
Farley Hall, neuroscience and behavior.
Also Farley Hall, and today I just declared sociology, so that was big, but I'm deciding my second major still, so.
Okay, big decision. Where are you both from?
I'm from Northern Illinois, like an hour outside of Chicago.
I'm from Spokane, Washington, which is the side of Washington closest to Idaho.
All right, lit. Okay, so we can start now. So, yeah, I don't really have a set topic for today, so we're just going to be talking about stuff. But I also, realized, 5 minutes ago, that this episode airs on Thursday. Valentine's Day is Friday, so this is technically our Valentine's Day special. So happy Valentine's Day to all you coupled folk out there and to all you non-coupled folk out there.
We are all non-coupled folk here.
Yeah. So welcome to the party.
You're not alone.
So what are we talking about? So you guys have a show. Tell me a little bit about your show. Like, what's your show's name and what do you guys do on there? The vibe.
Okay, so we haven't actually named the show yet, but we are the Thursday Night Nocturne from midnight to 2 a.m. And we just play music that we like and vibe with, so yeah.
Yeah, it changes. For a while, we had a theme every show. So we had a coming of age theme. We had a heartbreak theme. We had a couple different themes that we would stick to, but then other nights we just kind of go with what we're feeling in the moment, because it's a nice time for us to just be together and relax and just kind of embrace what we love, which is music.
That's kind of cool. So how do you guys get into WSND? How do you guys get to doing it? Oh, by the way, so their show is on WSND. Two things. Check it out. And that's number one. Number two is this WVFI. So I guess this is a little cross-station collab.
Crazy.
So anyways, yeah, how do you guys get into it?
So it's kind of a funny story. Maria and I were just walking around at one of the Welcome Weekend events, and we wanted free candy, which seems accurate. And we stumbled upon WSND because they had, I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was the little Twizzler licorice sticks. I really like those. So we went in, and Killian gave us this whole spiel. He's our boss about WSND. So Maria, you can finish the story from there.
Yeah, so Killian basically bullied us into putting our emails down. And Bethany and I barely knew each other at this point in our lives, but we started doing it. And it just was a really good way to get to know each other, and we really like it.
That's kind of cool. So for those of you that don't know, I started on WSND. Yeah, I was moved here after, because it fits my you're good, don't worry about that. It fits my content better. But yeah, I also met Killian, and it's kind of crazy because I feel like we could have maybe seen each other if you guys started first week. That's when I started too.
Wait, were you at that recording, that intro session?
Yeah.
With everyone?
Yeah.
What? You were there? We were there.
So that's what I'm saying.
How did we not know you?
I don't know. Well, there were a few. I don't know if we went to the same one.
Oh.
So, yeah. But maybe we did go to the same one though, and we just didn't recognize each other. I don't remember.
An embarrassingly bad facial recognition ability, so
I feel like I would remember.
That's very confident, dude. Very confident.
I just feel like I would.
Maria's good at that.
Remember the people who were there, but
yeah. All right, fair enough. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of cool. Also, you guys have Candy, which is I might have to ask Donnie, who's our stage manager for Candy here.
Do it, but also I just want to tell you, the other day I had a blueberry flavored coffee. It was so good. WSND are really providing all the perks. Filtered water, just things you don't have at university.
Okay, nice, dude. Big plug for WSND.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask something.
Home away from home.
On the topic of candy, what's the best candy?
Snickers.
That was a quick answer. Beth?
I need a second.
Okay.
It depends on what type. I can't.
You want me
That's
to go
too broad
first?
of a category.
Yeah,
I need
you go.
I'm I feel like I've said this before, maybe or maybe not, but I'm addicted to like peanut M&Ms.
I love peanut M&Ms. I love peanut M&Ms.
It's the superior M&M.
I agree.
And there's a big debate going on about peanut M&Ms versus peanut butter M&Ms, but I'm on Team Yellow, which is peanut M&Ms.
Right.
Peanut butter is red, Team Red. So
Both those things would kill me.
are you allergic to nuts?
I'm allergic to just peanuts. But moral of the story, none of those are my favorite candy.
Well, because
however,
you're allergic.
Right. If I had the opportunity, perhaps I could rise to that position.
I
but
feel like you would like peanuts if you weren't allergic. Sorry.
What makes you think that?
Because have you ever played Candyland?
Yep.
yes. Please elucidate.
Elaborate, please.
Anyway,
A little lost.
who's like that one? It's like
Oh, the peanut brittle girl.
yes, Peanut Brittle Girl.
I hated her. I wanted it to be the pink one, the pink swirly candy princess.
Oh, well, anyway,
Anyway,
she's got red hair and freckles, and she lives in a little peanut and makes peanut brickle.
wow, you're right. Actually,
So I feel like that
What's
would be.
peanut brickle?
It's like a candy made with. I've never actually had peanut brickle.
I think it's because it's called brittle.
Oh, you're right.
It's just brickle in the game because she makes the road. I think.
You're right. You're right.
I mean, I don't know what peanut brittle is either. Is it like a crunchy cracker type thing?
No, it's like.
I know I've heard of brownie brittles before.
It's the same thing, but peanuts.
Right. So it's like a little cookie.
Yeah.
That's kind of gas.
Yeah.
It's like a little crystallized kind of.
So what is your favorite candy then?
Oh, right. So, unpopular opinion, I really like chocolate covered raisins. One of my top faves. But also, I really enjoy Mike and Ike's. Also, unpopular opinion.
Never had a Mike and Ike before.
Never had a Mike and Ike? Wow, you need to have those. Also, Twizzler nib bites. Those are like high on my
Twizzler
list.
nib bites.
Yeah, they're like mini Twizzlers in bite form.
Nice. You like Twizzlers, don't you? You're a big Twizzlers fan?
I am a big Twizzlers person, but I
Like-
really dislike red vines.
You like licorice?
Yes, except sometimes my sister buys like really expensive black licorice and I don't enjoy it.
So I've always thought that licorice is stereotypically like the worst candy ever.
Wow. Ouch. If you've never had Twizzler nib bites, I would definitely recommend.
Black licorice is the worst candy.
I agree. It's just not
But
even
red
candy.
licorice is good.
Okay. By the way, guys, they brought me my first Gusher today,
Yes,
which is
we
candy,
did.
which I had seen on TV a lot, but thanks for bringing me that.
What's your review, Javi?
Okay, well, this is what I think. I stand by the fact that it was very tasty, but it has like a really weird texture.
I get that. What is weird bad in this situation or like
It's different. It's just I've never had candy with soft juice in it. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
my friends have had these, but I haven't. So like Starbursts. There's like
Oh,
the gummy ones.
I hate those.
The gummy ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like them.
they're like chewing gum, but like yeah.
I'm not a big Starburst person though. Like even in all the debates of like yellow, red, like pink, which one's the best one? Which is definitely like red or pink. But even in all those debates, I don't even really like any of them.
Yeah.
I think pink is the best.
Pink Starburst. I think red.
I
But
don't know. I like the tropical mix. I think it's a game changer.
ooh, okay. See, I just think they tried too hard for that one. But maybe it's because I'm from the tropics and I'm like, that's definitely not tropical. They're like, taste a pineapple. I'm like, have you ever had a pineapple, bro? This tastes like cherry.
I want to have a real like from like not from a grocery market. Been sitting for like months. Pineapple.
Okay. Wait, been sitting. Oh, you mean not an old
Yeah,
pineapple?
like a fresh pineapple.
Yeah. Well, I could hook you up, probably. We have a lot of fresh pineapple in
Can you
Puerto
bring us
Rico.
back some pineapple?
I think that's illegal, but if it wasn't, dude, maybe you gotta fly down sometime.
Maybe I will.
Yeah, dude, be a vibe. Try it.
I heard you have are gonna have a fun spring break.
I am gonna have a fun spring break. I'm taking some people down there, so that should be kind of cool. I would love to keep doing that. If you guys are interested in ever taking a break and coming to Puerto Rico, I'd love to just bring people.
I am interested
This
in
is
that.
not an open invitation. I feel like I'm just like no, but like
Everyone who's listening right now,
no,
text
that's,
Javi.
Javi.
that's definitely not what I mean. But I mean like for my friends and stuff like that. Like
Wow, I feel so honored.
Don't get it twisted.
It's an exclusive event.
I mean, it's just my house, you know?
I would like to show up. So all this conversation about candies made me thinking, Valentine's Day is coming up. We were talking about it earlier. What is one of your favorite Valentine's Day traditions?
Can I say this?
Yeah.
I want to thank you, dude. I feel like I like that you're carrying the show with me. I feel like, let me just say this, okay? And this is kind of like a little window into production. You guys probably know this because you guys have your own show. But, I mean, you guys don't have guests all the time. Sometimes I try to have a guest on every show, but sometimes I don't, and it's just me, and it's so hard to carry it. And I love when people do stuff like that, because it's just like, thanks, dude. Now am I the guest in my own show?
What?
Are we all just guests, always?
Is the show,
Oh, God.
Who's the host? I'm confused.
Is
We're
there
all the
really a
hosts.
God?
Oh, philosophical questions. You know what? Let's stray away from that one.
Okay, back to Valentine's Day.
So, what was I saying? Valentine's Day traditions. I love chocolate, and I would use Valentine's Day back in high school as an excuse to tell my dad to go to Costco and get like a really big bag of Hershey's Kisses. And I would like throw Hershey's at people and be like, "Hey, you want chocolate?" They'd be like, "Yeah." And I just grab a handful and just be like, "Boom, Merry Christmas."
Wow.
But for Valentine's, you know?
I love that so much.
That's very nice of you, Javi.
So I like chocolate. Maria, you?
I feel like I can't say candy like everyone else because you just said candy. I like when you write like little notes to your friends or to the people you love.
Oh,
Yeah, guess what we're doing?
what?
Secret Cupid, where we're all writing a little love note to the person whose name you drew.
Whose name? Oh, you drew?
We can't tell you, it's secret.
Okay, well, wow. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I bet one of you has the other one, you know?
Maria,
Oh God.
I knew. I always knew.
She's
Or maybe
pretty good at guessing.
it'd be funny
actually.
if you both have each other, and then you're just like, whoa.
Bethany, look at me.
Yes.
She doesn't have me.
All right, fair enough.
Whatever. I looked at you and I knew you had me, so don't even play with me.
You're so right.
That's hilarious. That's
I know.
cool. Is it just like, is it a dorm thing, or is it just like a friend group thing?
It's an us thing.
Yeah, it's an us thing because I just enjoy it. And so, to answer my own question, which leads into this, when I was younger, my favorite part about Valentine's Day, which is one of the reasons it became my favorite secondary holiday next to Thanksgiving, was because I would wake up and my mom would make me breakfast, which she doesn't, because kind of a useless meal sometimes, and she would make me heart pancakes, and she would make me hot chocolate, and write me a little love note.
Wow, that's so cute.
That's wholesome.
I know. So now, I wanted to carry on slightly my tradition here. So on Valentine's Day, I'm going to breakfast, I'm going to eat a pancake, I'm going to have hot chocolate, and I'm writing my secret person, who Maria does not know, a love note.
Okay, fair enough. Hey, you know what?
Bethany, can you do that for me even if I'm not your person?
Yeah, I asked you to do my Valentine's Day like 2 weeks ago. My Valentine's person.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay. So that's kind of cool. Wait, so, I mean, kind of bringing this back to what I was talking about earlier. This is going to be a bit of a jumpy episode. Why? Because we're just hanging out. Don't judge. Wait, so you guys got to know each other a lot through the show, through your I was going to ask what your show's called, but you said you didn't name it. What would be some potential names for your show?
Listen, Javi, we've asked this question to ourselves before, and we can't think of it.
So give me like 3 of the top, even if you just mention them to each other.
They haven't been great. I think cereal Lucky Charms pertain to one of them.
I forget.
Well, you could change it every like semester, can't you?
Yeah, well, we technically haven't declared a name yet, so we can change it whenever.
But I'm saying you could, we could pull one whenever, but you could also change one whenever, you know?
Yeah.
Like every semester. So like I could have changed my show name. I'm just not going to do it because my show name is pretty lit, you know?
It is pretty.
I do like your show name.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it has a little bit to do with me, the show, you know, my life. I like it.
It's just self-discovery.
Can I suggest a name for you guys?
Yeah.
How's Candyland Peanut Brickle? Dude, I think that
seems personal, relates.
I feel like you'd like that one.
Candyland Peanut Brickle, welcome back.
Yeah.
Hey, this has been your host, Candyland, and my co-host, Peanut Brickle, and we'd just like to thank you for coming back. I can hear it.
Yeah, right? I feel like it'd be good. Would you guys ever consider doing a talk show?
Oh, yeah.
I would want to do a talk show, but then we'd have to go to WVFI, and then Killian would never forgive us ever.
Yeah.
Really?
And we do love Killian.
You could do both. No? Okay, you could just come on my show then, I guess.
Okay, that's the dream.
We'll just
that's
be
what
your
we want to
guest
hear.
every week, Javi.
I mean, if I ever don't have a guest, I'm almost every week on the lookout for a guest, and sometimes I can't find some. So it'd be great if you guys just
Why
come
would
on.
someone say no to being a guest?
They're just, not that they say no, but people are just busy all the time.
Oh, we'll be your guest.
Yeah, don't
I
worry.
appreciate that. I appreciate that. Because no, like, sometimes, and I decided I was going to stop. I'm sorry, Bethany's playing with the Gushers.
Sorry.
Bag. No, you're good. I just want people to have context. They just hear like this bag in the background. No, but like, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like, I've done episodes like I want to say 2 or 3 where it's just myself, and I feel like those are my worst episodes. And I don't say that. I don't know if I say that because I'm being like harsh on myself, or if it's just because I just feel like at least when I listen to podcasts, like. I want to enjoy, or I'm sorry, what I enjoy the most is just hearing people have a conversation. And it was just me talking about how I feel about college or like what's going on. Then, you know, I feel like I mean, that's not entertaining content to me. I still put it out because I want to stay consistent, number one. And number two, I don't, you know, some people might be entertained by that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
What podcast do you listen to, Javi?
I have. That's a good question. I feel like once again, dude. I like being the guest. Oh, we should do that sometimes. You guys should come on again, and we should do me as a guest.
Role reversal.
That
Yeah,
sounds amazing,
right?
actually.
Hey, welcome to my show.
And it'll be like a spinoff. We'll call it Candyland Peanut Brittle.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
like
guys
it.
could be like, "Hey guys, people be very confused at the beginning, but we'll explain obviously." Well, I guess if they listen to this episode,
Yeah,
they'll know
and they
what
would
happened.
be confused if
Right.
they're loyal
And I would
followers.
upload it on YouTube as Candyland Peanut Brittle episode 1.
I love it.
That's
on,
so
but
fun.
on my channel.
Right, so it'll be like, what's this new thing
And
that's
then,
coming out?
yeah, in parentheses, it'd be like, oh, the Way with Maps episode something. But just so people get the gist. Not
Right.
that I have any listeners.
So
Okay.
answer the question.
Okay, so repeat the question. I'm sorry, I totally forgot.
What podcast do you listen
Oh,
to,
right.
Javi?
I have a few. I like the H3 podcast. I don't know if you guys know who H3 is or was. This dude used to do YouTube. Now he's doing like a podcast. He's just funny, I think. Most of the podcasts I listen to are like comedy based. I like Crystalia you guys know Crystalia? Do you guys like stand-up comedy? Okay. Well, this is not going to make any sense. I feel like you're not going to relate to any of it, but
Okay,
I'll
but
just...
one of my best friends loves stand-up comedy, and he tells me about it all the time.
So Crystalia is probably my favorite comedian out there. And he's got a podcast called Congratulations. I also just love seeing him as a guest on other people's podcasts.
just got an entertaining persona.
Right. So The Fighter and the Kid is another one with Brian Callen. He's a comedian, and then
That's a podcast name. I like that name.
yeah, The Fighter and the Kid.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's a comedian. The other one's was actually a UFC fighter,
We need a name like that.
Brendan Schaub. And so Brendan Schaub's a fighter, and then Brian Callen's the Kid. But I love seeing Crystalia be on that podcast because he's just outlandish, dude. Like he's so good at being just a character. You know, I don't know. I feel like I got pretty stressed out sometimes, or just like, I don't know, when I want to watch like people talk, I feel like, I mean, I do some of which are like interesting that because I like the comedy podcast, but sometimes I like listening to ones that have like just cool guests on them, like just a nice dude that, like a good guest that I like listening to in a podcast would be like some people I'm really interested in. I'll just like look them up and listen to their segment of every podcast, right? Their episode on like 5 different podcasts. So like, for example, like Jordan Peterson, who's like a psychology professor, has like, you know, he has a lot of like interesting ideas. And I like I said, Crystalia, I think he's funny. I just like listening to him. Sometimes one of my favorite things to do is to get like, for example, like the H3 podcast, Ethan Klein, he hosts it with his wife, Ela Klein. And I like listening to them on others people's podcasts, which is kind of why I think it would be interesting to do like a reverse.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys could like interview me, or
Right.
I could be the guest, and I'll be like, oh, this is me. I'm introducing myself, and like yada yada yada. I feel like that'd be super fun if we do that ever.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry.
I would love to.
When we do that. Yeah. No, but
We'll think of a topic for you to
yeah.
speak on.
I feel like because that's another hard thing about. I mean, you guys used to do themes on your songs. Did you guys still do that anymore?
Hit or miss.
Yeah, we haven't the last couple weeks.
It's
just
hard,
'cause
isn't
we've
it?
been busy. Yeah.
It's just tough, even just coming up with like some, like whatever, just any topic. And then you guys are playing songs,
Right.
but I'm like talking about it
That would be hard.
Right, that is
like
challenging.
for an hour. So and the thing is, oh, that's hilarious. They're asking where the Gushers are. I don't know. Damn. Okay. So just for context purposes, so I pre-record these episodes, and we're right next to the WVFI live studio where they're hosting a show right now, and they know that we were eating Gushers, and I guess one of the hosts of that show just held up a sign that says "Where are the Gushers?" and I said, "I don't." You very audibly heard me say, "I don't know." But what was I saying? But yeah, like I talk about it for an hour. So for one, it's got to be a topic that I think people would like to hear about, and I'm very like I don't really have a gauge for that. I just kind of like say, like for example, one time I did an episode with a psycholinguistics professor from the psychology department, and I had her on because I thought it'd be interesting to like hear and talk about like the psychology of language. So, and I feel like, well, if I think it's interesting, probably other people think it's kind of cool too. But I mean,
yeah,
that's
for
not
sure.
always
that sounds
true.
really cool.
That's not always true. That's definitely like a balance in between what I think people would be interested in and stuff that I can talk about myself. Because it's for shows, it's kind of like a balance, you know. Like I want to be able to have the guests talk, but I also want to be able to like give my opinions or just be able to talk with them, because if it's just me or if it's just them, then there's no point in having the back and forth, you know?
Yeah.
Right, of course. Yeah, it's a dialogue.
Right. So yeah, but no, it's like definitely hard to pick a theme sometimes, and like even today, like but some of my favorite shows are like today, where it's just like I don't have anything planned. We're just kind of going into it and just kind of having a chill hangout and just relaxing here for an hour. So that's kind of cool. But I guess this did somehow turn into the way podcast Valentine's Day special edition. So it's the first ever of its kind. But yeah. So if you guys were to do a talk show, what would you do it on? Like, what theme would you do?
I feel like we really just talk about like, we usually like when we do talk about stuff like on our show, it's usually like a small thing, like the detail or like a lyric of a song or like a small detail that we notice that we then think and then probably overthink and then metastasize and then make into this like much broader conversation. So maybe the small things.
I like that name for your show. No?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like it.
Is that Sum 41?
What?
All the small things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
isn't it Blink 182?
Yeah, it might be Blink-182.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Beth and I always get into like conversations that just kind of spiral, so I feel like we'd be pretty good at having a talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah. I had a conversation the first time I met you, Beth,
Yes.
with Nana, who's been on the show twice already, so people should
Ooh,
know.
no.
Big
who he
name,
is.
big name.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nana. Go Dogs. Anyways, Anthony was there too. Shout out Anthony. We've talked about him too.
We love Anthony.
And Fran, first ever name drop, Francesca,
Francesca.
who's sick unfortunately right now.
Right. One of our good friends.
Yeah. And so the first time, so them three, Beth and I sat down, first time we ever met, and we had like a pretty long talk. We were there for like, I want to say 3 hours.
Oh, yeah. I
was-
think so, in the Farley basement.
Right. It was cool. But that's kind of, I guess that's part of what kind of inspired me to do like this type of show, because the whole point of my show is just to like showcase how Notre Dame students interact with each other, and not just students, but members of the community, like professors, and conversations that are had in between people here.
We should bring those cards back. And we had, so like there's like this series of cards. Oh my gosh, I have a variation of it. So I have this list on my phone of like the best questions to ask. Maria has seen it. And you just go down and asking the questions and then answering just as honestly as you can based on the question. But what we did on that first night was similar. We went through a deck of cards and just asked the questions that were on the cards. But I think incorporating that into a show would be cool. I
Yeah, for sure. Just like I don't know, it's like just having like a questionnaire show. That'd be kind of lit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Beth. I feel like you're a very emotionally smart person. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
I agree with you.
Right?
I agree.
Thank you. Do you mean like my ability to read others' emotions is good, or like
Just all
have
your
emotion?
Well, you're like very in touch with your emotional side, which I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that allows you kind of to connect with people emotionally.
I think you're like emotionally intuitive.
Oh, wow, thanks.
But yeah, I feel like you guys could have a lot of just like cool talks about
Stuff.
Yeah. What's the most interesting conversation you guys have had with each other?
Oh boy.
Oh man, there have been some big ones. Maybe when we, I think definitely a highlight was, we had a Macarena contest.
Oh
the other night.
god, that's not a conversation though.
It was if you think dance is speech.
Dance is technically it is a way of expression.
Right. Verbal conversations.
Wait, we're not going to dismiss this. Tell me about this Macarena contest.
So
Well, did you know?
you know, when you're playing music in WSND and it's like 1:45 in the morning and, you know, you're really tired and you're sleepy, you have to find ways to stay awake. So
See how many infinite possibilities there are to Macarena.
yeah.
Update: you can do infinite variations of the Macarena. We
And then
discovered.
you battle until one of you can't think of another version of the Macarena.
Describe a version.
Bethany, that's you, buddy.
We had some reverse Macarena, some
You just do
slow-mo
it in different
Macarena,
different type of styles. I see.
and some
I see.
disco Macarena.
I didn't know you guys were dance majors too. That's kind of lit.
Well, don't doubt me.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh God, what was I gonna ask? Why do you guys do nocturnal? Because that's always been like crazy to me that people like stay up for so long. It's 2 hours too, right?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
You can play with like whatever music you want. That's mainly
Yeah.
why we do it. Like the other sessions, they have like set tracks that they have to play or set genres that they have to play. But we like to play our own playlist. So
Like, okay, I see that. What's your favorite songs?
Ooh,
I want to rephrase that. What's your favorite category out of the ones you've played so far on your show?
our favorite category.
Yeah, song category.
I don't know exactly how to classify it, but it's pretty it's kind of alternative pop. Maybe it's pretty chill.
So
I like a lot of the artists I like are a little like usually on the rise. Like they're not the biggest, but they're not like unknown. But
right.
like my favorite artist right now is Noah Can. He's been my favorite I think probably for like at least a year. But his music is like very lyrics based, which is good for me because I am very like I process things through words mostly.
Okay.
So like it's what I listen to most when I hear a song is the lyrics. And so I really love his because I feel like they're very like just beautiful words.
Okay, that's nice.
I like slow songs. I like sad songs. I like nostalgic songs. Really anything that I'm feeling, but usually at like midnight I'm in more of like a chill kind of slow vibe, you know?
I see that.
Yeah.
Are you normally very energetic or are you kind of relaxed? Or are you like Bethany? I feel like Bethany, you're like a very energetic, relaxed person. You know, like you're like super high energy, but you're also just like chill. You know, like you're not stressed out ever. I feel.
Me?
No,
personally?
Bethany.
Oh,
are
That's
you?
true.
Are you like
no,
that?
I get stressed out all the time. I'd say like my inner persona is very relaxed most of the time. I
Okay.
think I err on the side of chill rather than like energetic.
I err on the side of chill.
Yeah.
You know, I'm usually very
But
relaxed.
like with my friends and stuff, I get energetic. I don't know.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But like on a Thursday night at midnight, I'm always.
Do you guys like sleep, like nap a little bit before then? Do you guys just go straight into it?
We just go.
Yeah, it's just a long
So you just
day.
die, like you're just exhausted by the end of that.
Yeah,
Well,
but
we're usually up until 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's not out of our bedtime routine.
So wait, how many hours do you guys sleep?
I'd say that I normally go to bed like 2:30 to 3, and then I might have class at 9:30 every day.
So 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I sleep too, but I just, no offense, I'm more productive.
Thank you, Javi.
But can I say this? That was my schedule last semester.
Okay.
But now, which I propose to you guys, take it if you will. I know it's like not easy. What we do, by we I mean my group of alumni boys, #GoDogs, and myself, is we go to bed at 11, wake up at 6 or 7, go to the gym, and then go to our 8 a.m.s or our 9 a.m.s. And it's a great way to start the day, and it's a great way to get enough sleep.
That sounds terrible.
Woo!
Javi, I can't tell you the last time I went to bed at 11.
Is Duncan very populated at that early in the morning? Like, is there anyone else working out?
Yeah. I feel like people start showing up here at like 5 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
But there's definitely, I mean, it obviously gets, the closer it gets to like 5, I feel like is when people start showing up. And then like we show up at like 6 or 7. And then 8, there's already a good amount of people there. A lot of people, I mean, getting up early in the mornings, it's healthy. Like it's a thing. No offense. But like, I mean, you guys technically don't wake up late because you wake up at like, what, 8:30?
Yeah.
Used to?
Like 9, sometimes 9:30, sometimes
But that's still not.
sometimes 10, like this morning, like, you know.
Okay. Alright. But I mean, I'm saying that's not like awfully late. Like on a weekend, when will you wake up?
Oh boy.
Because I'll wake up at like 3 p.m. on
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
like late.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I just kind of like on the weekends I just like hang out, party, do my thing, and then like or not. Sometimes I just watch a movie. Sometimes we've had movie nights before. We should do
Yeah, we
another one
have.
of those.
We do
We
need to
should.
do another one. Also, one where Javi teaches us how to salsa.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I mean, I'm gonna need some partners, but
No, this is, oh my gosh. Okay, everyone's invited. Actually, I can't, but everyone's invited. But here's the thing. This Valentine's Day, it'll be Friday. We're going to have a salsa party. Javi will lead.
oh well, actually, this weekend. This might actually be something a lot of people can show up to, and by a lot of people, I mean the 2 people that are listening to the show. No,
Yo,
hi,
2
Mom.
people who
no,
are
I'm
you?
kidding. It's my mom, my dad. No. But like for real, like this weekend, there is a salsa night at Legends.
Are you being
Really?
real?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, this weekend. I think it's actually on Valentine's Day.
Actually, please, can we
A
go?
salsa
Yeah, we can
night
definitely
on
go.
Valentine's Day.
Well, it's a Legends does a salsa night every now and then. I mean, it's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I've heard. I can like do a quick.
Yeah,
Google.
Google it.
A rumor.
Also, I'm going to give you a heads up. It will be embarrassing for me, but I'll be able to move past it.
I can't really dance, but I'll try.
Okay, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
I appreciate just people that want to get immersed in the culture,
Yeah,
even if they're like really bad at dancing.
I am. You'll see that with me.
All right.
Yep.
Fun times.
Yeah.
I have a rumor about Maria. And I want to know if it's true.
Oh God, I'm
I
scared.
love Maria rumors. One of my favorite things to talk about.
Word on the street is you love nature documentaries.
I do love nature documentaries.
I knew that.
Do
See?
you like nature documentaries?
Yeah, dude.
Javi, can we watch nature documentaries
Yeah,
together one time?
Nano was the person who told me that I guess you told him at some point that you were into.
It's Bethany's Instagram.
Yeah,
caption.
do you not follow my
Oh
Instagram?
no, dude. Do you follow me?
No, but follow me.
This is where
Follow me so you can see all the updates on Maria's
Follow
nature
me
documentary
at
preferences.
RIACHEHA.
oh shameless plug. Wait, so you guys so what you said
No, I'll show you.
what are your nature documentary preferences?
Well, the specific nature documentary Bethany was referring to was Our Planet, which is on Netflix.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was watching the jungle
see this.
one. And yeah, I really like them. I was just in a documentary mood last night and the night
I
before
like
that.
these pictures. Sorry, I
you.
just was looking at the post.
No, you're good.
You were saying?
I was just saying I was in a documentary mood. So I started watching a nature documentary about jungles, and then we watched one about the ocean. And then last night I watched a documentary about like serial killers. So it was pretty
Ooh,
cool.
okay. You know, I
Pretty wide
have
variety.
some friends that are really, I mean, this is going to sound weird, not that they're really into serial killers, but they're interested in like the whole. I feel like this has been like a recent genre.
Yeah.
That's like been coming up.
No,
It's
true
like,
crime.
and just like knowing why people that are like that are like that.
Yeah.
But back to nature documentaries. What's your favorite type of like nature episode? There's like ocean, jungle, desert,
I like jungles.
the cold, like Arctic.
Don't even at me. The desert is the most slept on.
You think?
Like people are like, ew, the desert, there's nothing there. But there's so much there.
I think the jungles.
Hot take. Yeah.
Hot take.
I like the
Is it-
big
is
cats.
it desert hot? You like the big cats?
Yeah.
What's your favorite big cat? The liger.
Mm.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
the
a real.
lion
That's a
tiger.
real cat. They
The
exist.
liger? Oh yeah, the lion tiger. Yeah, I like actually, I was just telling Bethany about this the other day. Did you know that the first ever black leopard to be photographed on camera was photographed on camera a few like last year, I
How
think?
could you photograph something off camera?
Haha, Javi, you're so funny.
So you photographed the first.
Anyway, I'm gonna pull up this picture to show
Yeah.
you.
I wish we could just guys Google it so you feel immersed.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone listening.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be
Google
lit.
black
I know that
leopard.
most of the podcasts I watch have like a camera. I feel like it'd be lit if at some point the station just has like a little camera and it like airs the show. That'd be so cool, right? Just to have
yeah.
like a camera.
No, for sure.
Look at how pretty it is.
Oh wow. Yeah. Where'd they take that picture?
Kenya.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So so that's your favorite black cat. Yeah. I mean, and big cat is what I meant to say. Sorry. Just,
It's okay. What's your favorite big cat?
I like tigers.
Big tiger guy.
Why? You see, a lot of people say the lion, but the lion's so lazy. I mean, can I say this? The male lion
The
lion's
is
the
very,
king.
but that's why they're called the king is because, and so, dude, Lion King is so misleading because Mufasa wasn't tough.
Mufasa.
He was just sleeping all day, dude. Meanwhile, what's Mufasa's wife?
Oh, shoot. No.
Okay,
That's
well, let's
Simba's
just-
wife.
No.
Anyway, Simba wasn't tough either. Nala was putting all the work in.
Wow,
Yeah.
Javi, you are taking a very
It's true
controversial
though.
take
No,
right now.
she was.
Dude,
He was hiding in fear, and she was saving
Dude,
the
Nala
day.
was tough. Did you guys see the live action Lion King?
Yeah,
No,
I was
I did not.
disappointed.
You were. To me,
Disappointed.
let me tell you what was weird to me, and this is gonna be really interesting when like I talk to kids that are seeing it now,
Right.
when they're grown up. Is it was voiced by oh god, Donald Glover, Beyonce, John Oliver, and like Eric Andre. I know he was on there. I don't know if you guys who know Eric Andre is. Okay, just I'm sorry if I forgot your favorite voice comedian, whoever artist, but just a lot of big names, and I could recognize their voice in every character. And so I felt not immersed in the movie. Whereas in the original, I don't know who Simba is, dude.
Right.
You know?
No, for sure. I didn't like that too. Also, because in my head, I was always comparing it to the original, like the voices of the original, and I was like, "This is a foreign character. Like, this is not who I know," which I like didn't like. And also, I okay, the one voice I did like Timon. I thought Timon was pretty funny.
Okay. Do you know who voiced him?
No, but I know it was someone important in some way. I knew the name, but I can't pull it out of my head. But I don't know. For the most part, I was also disappointed. And I feel like a movie like that isn't meant to be live action. Like, I think the fact that it's animated gives it so much character that I think it loses a lot of value when it's live action.
Yeah, I agree. Although sometimes they get it right. Did you guys see Aladdin, the live action?
Aladdin was
No, I did
good.
not.
Aladdin was really good.
Yeah, that's been the best one, I think.
Yeah, even though Will Smith got made a lot of fun. Like, people made a lot of fun at Will Smith, but I really enjoyed
love
that
Will
one.
Smith.
Yeah. Oh, and just for clarification purposes, Salsa Night at Legends Club. Come enjoy Salsa Night with our resident salsa DJ, Ramsey. Woo!
Right.
It's Friday, February 15th, 2019? They either got this wrong or, yeah, it says 2020 in the bottom. I feel like they got it wrong. Anyway, it's from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
We're going.
So I'm going to be there.
I will be there with you.
I'll be there.
We're going to
Salsa.
walk there together so I don't.
Yeah, we should walk over.
Yeah. Seems lonely otherwise.
We'll walk as a group, as a singles group. We just have like 80 people show up by themselves. That'd be kind of cool. I feel like, because I feel like a lot of people during Valentine's Day are like pretty discouraged to do anything because they feel lonely and sad, and you didn't get chocolates, or maybe you buy your own chocolates.
I don't
right?
understand that at all.
But I feel like, yeah, exactly. I mean, I get it, but I think that's a bad mental attitude to have. So
Right.
just go out, and if you're not going to do anything, pull up to the salsa. And if you don't know how to salsa, I'll show you some basic steps.
Facts.
That's what's always angered me about Valentine's Day, though. Like, I get mad because people get so sad, and it's like, guys, you have love in your life. Maybe just not romantic love, but it's still love.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, low-key tangent, like, okay, is the only thing that matters in life having a romantic partner? Because, like, is that a good reason to be depressed on a night that's, like, focused on celebrating? Why can't you be happy for other people? Why can't you be happy for yourself? Why can't you love yourself? Why can't you just, like, chill?
Yeah. I do think there is a big thing with people not loving themselves, especially in the U.S.
I feel like you're right. I think
True.
this, especially like our generation, is having a hard time with
It's almost like an American, I don't want to say it's an American cultural thing, because I know this is a thing abroad as well. I'm not referring to Puerto Rico because I don't consider it as abroad for listeners. But I don't know. I feel like, I mean, obviously a big part of it is like, it's such a ploy to just like buy chocolate and like stuff. They market it so, but like they market it like really hard.
Yeah.
And so you can't help but feeling like, oh, like they always market it as as like a couple, a guy and a girl.
Right.
And they should have more just marketing about like, I don't know, get your mom a rose or something.
It'd probably get more people to buy stuff too. Like if you like, I mean, even just like on a like marketing good for making like money. Like send out an advertisement for your best friend and like
I know they're
people
doing
start-
it. Yeah, I know they're doing it. Sorry to interrupt you, but I know they're
go.
doing it on campus right now where some of the flyers, a lot of people, a lot of different groups are selling roses. Some of the flyers are just like, oh, get a bouquet for your boys, you know? And like, it's just like, I show up to alumni and I just start dishing out roses. But it's also, you also don't have to buy anything. You could just be like, just let someone you know you appreciate them. I know a big like criticism of the day is also that like, you don't need a day to tell someone that you love them or that, you know, or that like, you know, like, or to get them chocolate or whatever, do it whenever. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes having a good excuse is, I don't know. I feel like for some people, it'll give them courage to do it. I say just, you know, like just go out, do your thing.
Yeah.
Just tell someone you appreciate them. And then that's at least, that. And then also, you have to be a Notre Dame or a St. Mary's or a Holy Cross student with a student ID at entry, but show up to Legends Club. I feel like this is just a plug for Legends Club Salsa Night at this point. Legends, please sponsor me. But
we like Legends ice cream brownie. It's decent.
I've never have you guys been to eat there?
Me and Bethany went by ourselves to get dessert once.
That's kind of cool.
We wanted to get off campus a little bit.
But we had
even though that's very much on campus.
Yeah, but
didn't
it
have a
was
car.
like away
You guys
from
ever
our
been to
normal
Kilwins?
circle.
No.
We should go this weekend too. That's the run, guys. This is the plan for this weekend.
Guys, let's just make it a Javi, Maria, and Bethany singles weekend.
Yeah. And if you're single, just show up. No, but for real, like, no, but we should just go like to the salsa night and then walk, even though it's going to be a little cold, to Kilwins. Is the ice cream place at Eddie's. Never been there?
Oh, I have been there. No, that's
it's like
good.
super good.
It is super good. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Maria's a
wholesome.
little sick.
It's okay. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, no, I feel like, yeah, for sure.
I love it. Also, Pridals are early this week, so it's good that we'll be out.
Yeah.
because
So don't be in your dorms, guys. Share with people.
You're banned.
No, but that'd be like super cool, I think. I don't know.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Go.
I have a question. Would you guys say you are a traditional like chocolate and roses type of person, or like what is the dream Valentine's from like
Are
a
we-
romantic partner? Like,
Oh, are we talking like a romantic partner or
let's take a little bit of a shift to like romantic partner. Like, what is your dream like Valentine's? What would you want? What would you give? Are you a roses and chocolate type of person, or like what are you thinking?
This is me just as a person in general, Valentine's aside, but multiplied in romantic situations. I really value personal interaction with people. That means something like this, but in a non-show format.
Yeah.
Where we're just like chilling, talking about life. That to me, or just like whatever, you know, like what's the best candy or whatever, you know? That to me, I feel like, because here's the thing with like, I feel like dating sometimes can be like backwards. Be like, I mean, not always. Like it's cool to go out and watch a movie if that's what you're into. But at least I enjoy movies as much as the next person. I'm not a big fan of the movies like the theater. I
don't like the movies either.
Right, but it's because I can't talk. It's because I can't interact. You guys have seen a movie with me. You know I like drop jokes.
No,
a
I
lot.
have that problem too. People get mad.
But yeah, so I don't like that culture where it's just like, shut up and just watch the movie. Because especially if you're on a date or with someone you want to interact with, what you're just looking at a screen, like just stay in your room for that, you know? Or like if you're just not interacting with someone, the whole point of a date is to get to know the person. So that's something that I would look into doing. So I just like chilling out, talking, and sure, roses and chocolate would be nice. I think chocolate has more utility than roses. Roses are a nice gesture, but also like, what do you do with them after? Maybe that's just me being a guy who's never gotten roses.
I like flowers.
Yeah, that's not to say that like if I get roses, I'm not gonna throw them out. I'll keep them. I'm gonna water them, like put them in a little pot and stuff. But I think chocolate is more of a utility. But I think I like giving out flowers. I think flowers is good, but I don't know. It's weird because I don't like expecting anything on Valentine's Day either. I feel like a lot of people go into that mindset. I mean, into the day with that mindset, being like, I wonder who's going to give me something.
And then you're setting
No. Never expectations.
Never expectations.
For any part of life.
That's your show name.
Bethany Cummings.
Never expectations.
Never expectations.
Low-key, that's a motto I live by.
The anti-parallel book to Great Expectations.
Well, I feel like it's just, isn't that like what they say though? Have like high hopes, low expectations.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't, I mean, that's kind of sad because it's like, but like you can expect something. I mean, you really shouldn't expect anything from anyone, but sometimes you do, and it's kind of understanding. Like, I mean, if you're in a relationship, expect something. From someone.
Right. Standards.
That's not to say that like has to be a big thing. It could just be like a comment. Just be like, hey, appreciate you. You want to go to Kilwins and dance or something? You know, like, hey, I listened to this podcast about this one kid he's got on WVFI station. They're going to do a singles event. I think it'd be funny if we show up as a couple or something like that.
LOL. By the way, I like you, winky face.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, did I say that? My friend took my phone.
That's hilarious. Yeah, dude. Especially, oh my God, yeah. Oh, guys, and I say this guys as in like guys and girls. I think people should own up to telling someone when they're into them. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you, Javi.
I feel like it's a very frightening thing for a lot of people, and I was just talking earlier about how I feel like Valentine's Day sometimes is a good excuse for people to go out and tell people like, oh, I'm like into you or this, that, or the other thing. I think people should just own up to it more. And it's a two-way street. People that are confessing their feelings, I hate saying it like that because it makes it a big deal. Dude, it's just like people like people sometimes and romantically, and you just got to let that out. And that's fine. It's not a big deal. But like people that are confessing their feelings need to be more open about it. People that are rejecting people also need to be more open about it too. Because I feel like usually it's just like such a heartbreak thing where it doesn't have to be. I mean, no one likes being told that they're not liked back, you know? But it doesn't have to ruin your like month. You just like, I don't know. I mean, you can feel sad. I'm not saying don't feel sad in that situation, but I don't know. I feel like people should just own up to that stuff more, and I feel like it's got to be more normalized because I feel that with like social media and all this stuff, like I don't know, Bethany was making a joke about like, oh, my friend texting something from my phone, or it's just like, hi, April Fools or whatever. Like you wait for like April 1st to tell someone that you're into them, and if you get denied, you just go like, April Fools or whatever. But really, you're like heartbroken, and you're that meme with the dude crying with the happy face mask over it. But like, I don't know, like, what do you guys think about that stuff?
I think you're right, because I feel like as we get older, like I just have less time for like any kind of like playing around. Like I feel like if I ever really like someone, I'm just gonna tell them, and if anyone likes me, I want them to tell me, because then we don't have time for that, you know.
Bless you. That was a real sneeze, everyone. No, but for real, like, I don't know. Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Just, it's funny because, like, and I want to make a whole episode on this too, where I just want to talk about, like, text culture and, like, our generation. Because texting is such an inefficient way of communicating nowadays because people just play so many games on phone, like, on their, like, not literally, but just, like...
I was gonna, Game Pigeon does take up some of my time.
No, but just, like, figuratively, like, I don't know, like when you're talking to someone and especially in like romantic situations, people just be like trying to guess what the other person is like means by something, right. And it's all like, I hate that it's all like hint based, you know, like you have to be like, well, he said this in this sense, or she used this many exclamation points. I'm like, that's so absurd, dude. Like, just talk, just be a person.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I feel like that's the very least thing people are looking for in relationships. Like, at the very least, they're looking for that is just a person that they can talk to. If you feel like, or if someone feels like they can't talk to you, they won't be interested in you even as a friend, let alone like a romantic partner.
That's true. That's very valuable. I think that a lot of it with text, that like reading between the lines, nature of text is just, in a lot of ways, boils down to like the lack of face-to-face interaction.
Okay.
I mean, someone says something that could be interpreted in multiple ways. In the situation, when you're looking at them face to face, you know which way they mean it. Like you can in most situations, unless it's like ridiculously ambiguous. But on text, you don't have that option. So it's like, the smiley face, was that like endearing, or was that like, oh my gosh, wow, why? Like, what would trying to interpret symbols into like human interactions?
Oh yeah, emojis are a whole other thing.
Right. It's kind of like some Baudrillard level stuff, wacko. But I think that, I mean, it's impossible to translate, but how that affects like the way we communicate out of text, because it's not two separate worlds, text and then in person.
Right.
They both affect our like method of thought and communication. So does the bluntness that we wouldn't usually have in person that we have in text, does that transpire in a negative way sometimes, or is that
Yeah, I do feel like a lot of times it'll lead like either groups of friends or people or just individuals to not acknowledge things in person because they are guessing on text. Does that make sense? Like, you're trying to interpret what this one person meant and vice versa, but like and you meet in person, and instead of just being like, hey, like, what are you trying to say with this, or like what's up, you just kind of act like nothing is there, like nothing happened, and you just kind of move on, like brush past that stuff. Especially with like romantic situations, people will be like very dismissive of that stuff in person, because I feel like a big part of it too is privacy. And I feel like a lot of this, and I feel like I said, I value a lot like personal interactions. I feel like people should meet. We should have, like, people in our generation should talk more to other people one-on-one.
I agree. I'm a big one-on-one fan.
Me too. But I feel like, because let me explain, like, when you, I feel like if you want to talk, like, let's say, like, I don't know, like, we're in a big group, like, when we went to Farley Formal. And I just want to have, like, a conversation with 3 different people at, like, but one-on-one. After it's over, I'll, like, text all of them or whatever. And that's fine. But it's also healthy and good to just, like, meet with those. It's a lot more time-consuming because you can't do them all at once. And I feel like that's one of the perks of texting is you could just have 8 conversations in a row, which I wouldn't, like, advise because it's hard to keep up with all of them. But it's definitely something that, like, I don't know, like, one-on-one conversations allow you to get to know a person more. And when that's the case, it's a lot more enjoyable to just hang out with them in a group, too.
Yeah, true. You have, like, an insight. You have
Sometimes
a perspective.
I think about that. I'm like, if I got locked in a room with someone and we didn't get let out for, like, 24 hours or something, like, would I be their best friend by the end of it? Maybe.
Or maybe you just hate them. Yeah,
maybe. But, like, do you ever think about, like, how many untapped friendships you have in places just because you never got the opportunity to really get to know them?
Yeah. Yeah. So social anxiety is a real thing in our society, like in our generation, too, where people are just afraid of walking up. It's intimidating, naturally. Like, you see a group of, like, especially when it's, like, like gender based. Like a guy sees a group of 8 girls, or a girl sees a group of 8 guys, and they just want to go up and talk, but they get worried about all this stuff where it's just like,
which comes back to what you're saying about the ambiguity of like saying you're actually interested when you're interested versus when you're not. Because those signals get misinterpreted in those situations a lot.
Right. But I feel like, I don't know, like people need to start being, and I know this is a lot easier said than done because it is a genuine like nervous fear, but a lot of the times it's irrational. I think because I'd like to think, I mean, maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I'd like to think that most people aren't. Like if you walk up to a group of 8 people, they're not going to be mean to you.
Yeah.
Right?
I hope.
Like us at Farley Formal, if someone came up to us, we would just talk to them. Mm-hmm. A lot of times it comes down to people just don't want to feel excluded in conversation.
Yeah.
Especially with like, I mean, this happens not only on the romantic spectrum, but just like during welcome weekend, I know that like a lot of people, some people were lucky, like myself, and were able to establish a friend group like early on. But some people weren't, and they felt kind of left out because they felt like everyone had already clicked up and they couldn't like interact with anyone, and they felt nervous just walking up to anyone. So I don't know, that type of stuff is just, in my opinion, generally unnecessary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would say, well, I don't know about unnecessary, actually. I might disagree with unnecessary, but I would say something that should be like overcome. But in the sense that I wouldn't say it's unnecessary is that, I mean, naturally we will have those feelings because that's a part of the human experience.
Right.
And I think having those feelings is essential to stopping those feelings. It's like being able to say, I've had this feeling, I can see this person, I can recognize that they might feel this way. Because of that, I need to make this
I see
choice.
that. That's a whole other thing too. Like a lot of times, sorry, we think of ourselves a lot more than we think of other people, and we fail to realize that people are like that too. You know, like let's say I'm nervous when I'm talking to like a group of people. Like if that's the case, I'm thinking about like, oh, everyone's gonna think I'm weird if I say this, or people aren't gonna laugh at this joke or whatever. People are thinking that themselves. People are going to be like, oh, well, if I laugh, am I going to be weird? You know? Or if I don't laugh, does that come off the wrong way? Like, everyone's always thinking about themselves, and it's just, I feel like acknowledging that and kind of understanding that in the situation is almost like humanizing to an extent, because I think the most beautiful thing you can have is like a friend group and a group of people that is totally comfortable with themselves and each other, to the point where nothing's held back. And I feel like those are the best friendships, when you're just, you know, everything's just out there, you know?
Interesting. I think there's a lot of value to that. Maria, what do you think?
I agree with you. I think the best kind of friendships are just when you feel like completely comfortable around someone else, and when that person like kind of cultivates parts of you that you weren't even aware of. But I don't know. Friendships and people are kind of hard to grasp at times, like how they form and the nuances of them. But I think a lot of it boils down to like exposure.
Right.
Like I think if I was exposed to a certain person and like forced to talk to that person, I would become friends with the majority of people I know.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let it be known, I feel like this is kind of implied or implicit. We're still pretty new to relationships, both romantic and non-romantic. Like, I'm 19. How old are you guys?
19.
Okay, so there it is.
Well, baby.
We're like, yeah, we're basically, I'm a kid. I'm like 3, you know? I'm the youngest guy you'll ever meet, right? Like, no, but for real, like, I don't know, like, we don't really know much about relationships, so there's still a lot to learn. But yeah, anyways, we're here narrowing down to the last 45 seconds. Felt a lot quicker than it actually was. So, last thing, I just want to let the audience know that they should tune into your show. Thanks
WSND, Thursday night.
Yeah, there it is. At what time? What time to what time?
Midnight.
There it is. So, dude, that was perfect in unison. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in to the show. What else? Come to Salsa night and
Salsa night, legends.
have a great Valentine's Day weekend. Without further ado, this was The Wave of Maps. I'm your host, Maps, aka Javier, and thanks for listening. Toodles.
Bye.